Hey there, Ruth George with Ruth P. George Law, PLLC, Trust and Estate Attorney. This video is in a series of videos on estate planning and probate matters. As always, these videos are for educational purposes only. They do not establish an attorney-client relationship. All right, so today I'm in my Cinderella jacket. This was part of the Disney collection when Disney released its Cinderella movie in 2015. And I wanted to use the Cinderella story and the symbolism in Cinderella in thinking about that person who had a will, but did not address his business needs in his estate planning matters. Now, in Cinderella, we see the power of magic influencing the course of events in the story. For my business owner, I'm asking him to see the power of a very important estate planning document, along with excellent communication to influence the course of events in his story. In Cinderella, we have this theme of hope. And Cinderella herself has this great hope, despite the pain and sorrow that she is going through. But hope is not enough. Hope needs help. Who's that help for Cinderella? It's the fairy godmother. The fairy godmother uses her magic, springs to life, and takes critical action when time is of the essence to get Cinderella to the ball. And then we see the story continue to unfold with the happy ending that it has. So for my business owner, I'm asking him to have this sense of hope by having a power of attorney document in place with excellent communication with his estate planning attorney and his agents. Those agents are the supporting characters who will have the legal authority to take action and bind the principal on his behalf in the future in regard to business activities and even estate planning matters, because I'm going to put in this power of attorney various modifications. Now, this is part of a strategy, because as you will recall in that video where I mentioned this person who has a will in place, but he's had this business for decades, he goes online and all of a sudden tries to take some quick, cheap action in regard to his LLC, but does not set up that LLC in the way that it should be set up. And for a person in his position, he would think about an LLC with an appropriate operating agreement in place, an appropriate other person who's a member along with him, and a succession agreement in place, along with a trust, along with the power of attorney, and all of the various provisions and all of those documents would work with each other. And that's very important in and of itself. And that's the subject of another video. But this person, because I know they're unable to really probably get to this point where I want them to be, I'm going to imbue the power of attorney document with this sense of hope that the right people, those supporting characters, can do what needs to be done on his behalf. Now, this really does take communication between all of the people, because we need to make sure that everyone is aware of what the intentions and goals are, especially with those estate planning matters that the agents could do on behalf of the principal. And then also we need to have an understanding of the business activities and the important information in regard to the business. But this is sort of my sense of magic when it comes to estate planning, where you use this idea of hope and come up with your supporting characters and have a strategy in place, no matter what idiosyncrasies the person may have as far as what they just can't get themselves to do. Now, I want to follow up with some very important ideas in regard to provisions in power of attorney documents. And then I know I said I would also do one on trust provisions as well. And so I look forward to seeing you in a future video. This is Ruth George with Ruth P. George Law, PLLC.